What's good, fam? This is Queen Common Sense coming back to you from the Chi-Town, holding it down. Peace, fam. One love, one unity. Heal the goddamn nation. I'm back again. It's been a minute, and I'm here, touching down with both wings flying low, kicking back on this Sunday afternoon. And for those of you who know, you already know what I've been doing. For those of you who don't, I've been getting down trying to make some moves here lately. Some major moves and some business transactions that require a lot of energy and a lot of time and planning. So, this leads me to my subject matter on today, of nigga business. I did one of these a little while back, a few years ago, but I don't think it stuck with some people. And others probably just don't watch this shit because they're too busy out there doing nigga business and fucking with other people's time. And I just came to discuss it a little bit because, in all that I do, and try to be in civil service, and helping others as well as myself learn and grow. My time is very important to me. And if I have clients, customers, patrons, colleagues, it doesn't matter. I look at that as something very special. It's a blessing. It's a compliment to have people seek you out because they want what you have to offer, or they want to partake in your products or services or expertise. Now, saying all that to say, I want to get in on this nigga business with independent contractors and small business owners, sole proprietors, professionalism, and the self-employed entrepreneurs. Now, there are those among us who I can personally say from experience, one example of a very professional business owner, sole proprietor, entrepreneur is one of my very dear sisters, very close to my heart, Tasha Harris. Now, she's in the metaphysical business, and we're colleagues and sisters above that. And I love her dearly because she has taught me a lot about business, taught me a lot about being a shrewd, professional, and very meticulous business woman in the metaphysical world, and how to manage my time better when I'm dealing with that side of business, and how to just overall have a good, polished business dossier, if you will. Now, she is, to me, in that field, the epitome of profession. Now, I have dealt with others, and, I might be slightly biased, but in doing business with her, for her, and patronizing her services, I have never been treated so professionally by a fellow metaphysical worker. And, that is very important to me. Promptness and time management, and being articulate in what it is that is to come, what's to be expected, setting expectations between the two, whether it's a verbal contract, and then more importantly, it should be also a written contract. Now, sometimes we just set appointments and we say we will be there at a certain time, which is why I'm making this goddamn video today, because I'm very upset and annoyed by this shit, because it happens a lot, and it seems like I have a magnet in my ass to choose motherfuckers that just seem like you know, they don't know how to goddamn tell time. And then when they set the time that they can meet with you, they are the ones that's motherfucking late. Now, I'm sick of that shit, especially among our folk. Tired of it. And then I'm always hearing, we need to support black business. We need to patronize those among us who represent a certain service or a certain product who are up and coming children of the sun in their arena. Go patronize them, select them above all everybody else, because we need to help each other. One hand wash the other. Now, that's a great concept, but it's motherfucking easier said than done. Because on today, I set forth on a journey to take the next step in my plan on these moves that I'm making and things that I'm shaking. And I selected a professional for a particular viewing. And I'm interested in making a purchase. Now, when people want to make money, they usually keep their appointments and follow through what the fuck they got to do to get the fuck what they need, get what the fuck they want, which is, bottom line, a check. Now, if you got somebody waiting on you that's ready to spend some money, and then you don't show up, and then you act like you doing them a goddamn favor just by answering your motherfucking phone because you had previous engagements and you penciled that person in that's got the money and ready to spend it, and you kick them to the curb for other motherfuckers that's indecisive and ain't really pulled the trigger yet, to me, that's nigga business. Okay? And that work on both sides. Now, the person that say they ready to spend some money, they ain't got no money, and they don't care about anybody else's time, but they want the professional to be there prompt while the professional is waiting. Then when they go through all the steps and everything and come to find out they ain't ready to spend no money. That go both ways. You know, and that's the other end of the spectrum of nigger business, opposite of Tasha Harris, among other people that I have done business with who are very professional, very organized and prompt and consistent. See, that's how you build your profession. That's how you build your business. That's how you gain momentum amongst your customers, consumers, what have you. You must be consistent. You must have a business plan and carry it out and execute it accordingly and adhere to certain policies that you set forth for your patrons so they understand and know what to expect when they approach you to do business. Some things are unspoken and they're just common knowledge. Some things are detailed and you need to know and communicate these things. Like being on fucking time. That's why we have a clock. And that's why we all can read the motherfucker. Some of us. And if you're going to be late for some reason or a no-show, then the common courtesy would be to notify the other party that you have an appointment with or that you're going to exchange or make a transaction with. Notify them. Especially when it comes to contractual work. And I'm not the first, and I won't be the last to talk about this shit, but I feel I need to put it out here one more time. Because, you know, we here, you know, nation building. We need to separate from the mainstream. We need to support barter and trade. We need to put time in with each other. We need to stop, you know, putting each other down and treating each other like shit and shitting on our craft that we have, and stop trying to analyze and be analytical toward a new black business that's open and budding or already established and barely staying afloat because motherfuckers like to do nigga shit. It's really annoying. It's time consuming. And it's exhausting to have to sit and wait for a nigga who is doing nigga business elsewhere. You waiting on them to finish they nigga shit to come handle yours that you set up with them. And you got money to spend on what the fuck you came for. And they want you to jump through hoops and hopscotch and two square and shit. And wait the fuck on them and stop every fucking thing you doing because they might show up at any fucking minute. They tell you 10 minutes, that mean 20 or 30 or an hour, you know. So we need to be very careful what we label ourselves as professional. Because everybody that say they professional is not fucking professional. Everybody that say they're an expert on something don't have expertise in what the fuck they're doing. Some of them have no clue what they're doing and why they're even in that field, and haven't done the research study or been certified or even accredited to do what the fuck they do. And they swear they goddamn experts. And that's another thing, is we need to learn how to research shit before we take it for face value and go run with it. Ask for references, ask questions. Communicate and dig deeper than what you see before your eyes. You have to listen, watch, and research these businesses, whether they're black owned or not. And then compare with other similar sources before you make a decision. It takes time. But you know, everybody wants stuff right now. Everybody wants stuff instant. And everybody thinks their time is more important than everybody else's. Especially a lot of these so-called self-owned sole proprietorships. You know, and the people that's patronizing you are doing you a favor just like you are giving them a service. It's an exchange of energy. It's not one-sided. You know, and a lot of us black folk, we don't have no consideration for other people's time or sacrifice or what the hell we got to do or what we've been through prior to dealing with your impromptu, lazy, tardy ass. Now, the reason why I spend my money so selectively with certain entrepreneurs is because, like I say, I have good experience with the way they handle my requests, and it's very, very specific communication. And I don't mind paying for and then tipping real heavy my sister, Tasha, because she makes things with her beautiful hands. And it's healing jewelry. And it's real shit. It's not fake. It's crystals, minerals from the earth that she wraps artistically in real gold, copper, platinum, silver, sterling, nickel wire to heal you and still have a beautiful piece of art that is unique and different from any other that you will ever see. And I want to plug her, Tasha's Touch, on Facebook. Tasha Loves You on YouTube. The Angels Network, spelled T-H-E-E, Angels Network, all over the place. You can just type that in. She got her own website as well. So, she's a clairvoyant. She does readings. She produces and creates the most beautiful healing jewelry that you will ever see. And she is a very highly intelligent metaphysical psychologist. She will heal you from the inside out. Mind, body, spirit. And these are the sage that we have out here of wisdom that we need to listen to, pay attention to, and learn from, and shut the fuck up sometime and just absorb some information. Whether you can utilize it at that time, immediately, or whether you might need it later down the line when you run into that specific situation that is useful for. That's another thing with us niggas. Can't tell us nothing. Once we get to a certain point of achievement, we think that that is success. And after that, we know every fucking thing there is to know about everything else. And we can't be taught beyond that damn point. And see, that's another thing that just bothers the fuck out of me. When you are evolving and growing a business, you're always learning something. You learn from experience, you learn from watching others, you learn from others coming in and consulting with you, giving you tips, tidbits, heads up. You always doing research and insight on what's changing, shifting. You always running numbers and statistics and tips and points in your mind. You always looking things up, doing comparisons. If you want to be successful. And successful don't mean making a lot of money. Because you can make a lot of money and have a lot of fucking unhappy customers that feel like, okay, well, yeah, they provide this service or good, but that's the only reason why they go there, because they the one that got it. And if I can find somebody else that got that, I'm going some fucking where else, because I'm sick of this shit, the way they treat us as customers, patrons. So, especially entrepreneurs, you know, and then they grow to hire others who have the same fucked up mentality. And we don't know how to find our niche and stuff. We fucking entrepreneurs and goddamn got split personalities. Schizophrenic entrepreneurs. 1 week you're doing this. The next week you're doing something else. You always changing your business model. And can't nobody keep up with what the fuck you do. Because it's not consistent. And then if you have a client or a meeting or you need to, you know, commune with somebody, you always late. Or you don't show the fuck up. And then when the person say something and file a complaint or present their displeasure with your services or lack thereof, then you got a fucking attitude. That's no way to do business. We take shit personal, and it's a critique, constructive criticism. And who better to give it to you than your potential customers or your established customers? You know? And that's why I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers who say you know business don't know shit. Just by how you respond and react to constructive feedback from people who are contemplating patronizing you or people who already have and are not happy. So, that's just a little, you know, rant on nigga shit versus professionalism and professional business owners and professional niggas who do professional nigga business. We need to think about that. Because if I patronize my sister or my brother and they have that shit together and it's laid out and it's seamless, I will not hesitate to come to you for what I need from you and make you the only person I get that particular item from or service from. I'm a very loyal customer. And like I said, I don't mind leaving a tip. Even if tips are not required, I will put extra on it. Because I believe that we should be kinder to each other. We should be more understanding of what we want from one another by communicating what it is we need. And then when someone shows a need or a vulnerability, instead of trying to kick them up the ass and make it worse, we need to surround them with knowledge wisdom and action. You know, we do all this and talk all kind of shit about what we know and how much more we know than the other brother or sister. And then we get in a pissing contest of who knows more and who wants to be right. Because one thing I learned about nigga shit is many of y'all don't want to be happy. You don't want to see peace. And you don't want to be free. You just want to be right. And then you wonder why everybody that you come in contact with don't like you or got an issue with you some kind of way. And then you blame every motherfucking body else and say, well, I know I'm an expert at what the fuck I do. But you can't hold on to a base of clients to save your fucking life because of your attitude. Being a right fighter. You gotta fight all the time and be fucking right. You can't learn shit. You can't absorb shit. And you can't establish shit. Always being right. That's what entrepreneurs go through. You make a mistake, you fall, you slip up, you correct it, and you have the assets and you have the plan in place before you venture out to do what you want to do or launch what you desire to launch. You know, there's steps to it. And if you don't know what you're doing and you don't understand business or money and the energy behind currency, do research on it. Figure out what money is, what it's for, and why it is set up the way that it is in this country. Before you start your business. Because it's a tool to gain access to increase energy flow. It's just one facet of business. So, you can pick up all the shortcuts you want and read up on the shit online, watch YouTube to try to open a business. But if you don't understand it and understand it and humble yourself as a student, then you ain't gonna be able to master shit. So, you know, that's my little rant on doing nigga shit versus professional business. I'm tired of nigga business, and I'm tired of people thinking that, you know, whether it's a tangible service or not, or product, it, you know, just because they can't touch it, feel it, see it, and sit it on a fucking shelf, they're entitled to haggle the price. They're entitled to, you know, criticize before they do research. They're entitled to waste your fucking time with 10 million useless questions that have nothing to do with your goods or services that you provide. And instead of trying to get to know you as a business owner or business person, they all own other shit, personal shit, like you, they professional shrink. Personal, professional, private psychiatrist. At least that's what I go through in my business. And I know my sister Tasha can speak for herself, and I'm sure she'll tell you the same thing. Without pay. Like we on call or some shit. And we never want to trust in what is right before our face and it's spelled out for us. And we say, this is all the information there. I've answered all your questions. So when you're ready, we can go forward, move forward. No, we want to go back around and circle and chase our tail and ask the same shit we asked before instead of clicking on the damn link and doing the research and reading what is there to understand it before you purchase or before you engage. That's too much like right. So, I want to thank Tasha because she has gifted me with such beautiful pieces. And she also is in Blessing Crystals if you're into metaphysical crystal healing. This is just one of the very many that I have obtained from her. This is called Clear Smoky Quartz. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see on there, but there's still dirt in some of the crevices on this one. Right in there. And this comes directly from the earth. She orders them. She examines them. And if you know what you're doing, you ask her for what you want and the size and whatnot. She'll get it to you to the T of what you say you want. This is another one called Agate that she sent me that I bought from her. And this is for money, education, meditating to open the mind chakra or the third eye chakra or the crown chakra for retaining information, drawing in wealth, increase, harvest, however you want to put it. Agate. Green agate. Very beautiful. I asked for one in a triangular shape because it goes very beautiful on my grid, on my altar. And I like how it feels when I hold it in my hand and meditate with it in that particular shape. Fits very well in my hand that way. So, holler back at Tasha's Touch. She'll hook you up. She has the most beautiful jewelry. She makes it to personal design. And then, if you're a free spirit like me, you just ask her, say, I would like a ring with this particular stone in it, and she'll hook it up, and you'll swear she read your mind. I can tell you that much. So, huge shout out to you, sis. I love you, priestess, empress, healer. Thank you for all you've done for me. Thank you for blessing my family and my home. Thank you for your protection and your love and helping me elevate and learn more about myself so I can heal other people. Thank you for your beautiful, beautiful tokens that you send me as little freebies. And things like that when I get my reading and my oracle lessons from you. And you get me back in check. Put me back right on the spot I need to be on. And I don't mind spending a pretty penny on you and your services. And I'll give you my last dollar because it is helping me. And it's helping me be a better mother, a better woman. So, with that said, I'm going to get on off of here. Because I done talked on down to 28 motherfucking minutes. See, y'all always catch me, make me talk all this damn time now. But y'all think about that. When you patronizing each other as black folks in the black nation, stop doing nigger business. Stop being professional niggas. And start being professional business person. Because I'm tired of this shit wasting my time. And I'm ready. I don't come unprepared to do shit. When I make a decision, I'm ready to pull the trigger. I'm a typical Virgo. When I say I'm ready to spend some money, you better believe I got that and then some, and I'm ready to go. Bam. Where do I sign? Let me read this. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to look it over. Here's your check. Thank you very much. Goodbye. That's how I do it. I don't pussyfoot. Talk shit. So we need to stop fucking around and get off that and get on the real thing. Start really, truly connecting, networking, and cut the nigger shit. It's hard to build a nation separate from the Matrix with all this shit going on, y'all. And I'm tired. I guess the older I get, the less patience I have for bullshit. So, there you go. So, peace out. I love you, Tasha. With all my heart, Thank you for being my sister. Thank you for being my teacher, my spirit guide. Thank you for, again, helping me with these and many others to utilize them for what we do daily, which is heal the goddamn nation one at a time. I love you all, family. For all y'all haters, hi haters. Peace out. Chi-Town holding down. Common sense out.